Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started. Welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. Today I want to do a reading on a really terrible murder that happened in Salem, Oregon. I made a few notes. It was the Juetten family, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Travis Juetten and his wife Jamelin, I hope I'm saying this right, were attacked in their home August 13th, 2022 at about 3 a.m. Now, Travis was stabbed to death, and it was a masked intruder. His wife was stabbed. Travis was 26 years old. His wife was stabbed over and over, but she did survive. She has some really terrible injuries. But the strange thing is, they were going to leave the very next day for a Hawaiian vacation. And they had a house sitter in the house that night that was going to watch the cat for them. He heard this commotion and he called 911. Apparently, whoever did this left the scene, and the police have no idea who did this or why they would do it. This was about 4 hours from Idaho. Some people are speculating that it might have been Brian Kohberger that did this. I just want to get a reading on the energy around this murder. Why were they murdered? And then we'll read and see if Brian Kohberger comes up. It was a terrible crime. And they were in a somewhat rural area, from what I've seen. Nicest people in the world. I mean, they had nobody hating them or saying bad things about them. They did have a social presence, though. They weren't on they talked about their vacation, which police say don't do that. If you're going to announce that you're leaving your home, it's not a good thing. But they did have a house sitter, so maybe they thought that was okay. All right, so I want to read about Travis and his wife and just see what kind of energy we get. I'm going to use the Shadowland Tarot because this is a really awful thing to think that, and this happens a lot. Two nice people, good people, no enemies that anybody knows of, attacked in their home, getting ready to go on vacation the next day. It was just awful. All right, I want to lay a few cards for the energy about their murder, if I can find out anything. Let's just see what we get. These cards are a little bit silly, but I like the energy on them, and they have a lot of visuals to look at. All right. The Juettens, I believe that's how it's said. Why did this happen to them? Who would do such a thing to two nice people? And to do it with a house sitter there, getting ready to leave on vacation. All right, the Ten of Wands. This is a heavy burden. The Ten of Wands is somebody that's carrying a heavy burden. Wands are fire, energy. Could mean almost anything. Could mean a heavy burden of hatred. And then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is someone who knows everything. It's all kept inside. It's all your gut feelings about things. It talks about going within, learning your emotions, learning to rely on your own feelings about things, not just taking what other people tell you. That's an interesting card to come up. Then we have the Empress in reverse. I'm sorry, the Emperor. these cards are so crazy. I don't know if you can see them. This has like a little shaman with a skull, but the visuals speak volumes. The Emperor is a really positive person. This is somebody in charge, a leader, a father figure, someone you really want to emulate. Good to his people, strict. In reverse, this is somebody who's a tyrant. This is somebody cruel, non-feeling, using his power to get what he wants without caring about people. These are interesting cards so far. As far as I know, the Juettens, what is it? Their name is really difficult. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. The Juettens, I believe it's Juettens. I haven't heard it pronounced. They were good people. They were loving people. They hired a little house sitter to come and watch their cat while they were on vacation. All right, let's keep going. The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is working. This is somebody working towards something, hard working. And it's about money. Money, work, anything tangible. We're talking about money here. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Upright, the Knight of Wands is full of fire. He has his little bag. What's in his little bag, I wonder? Knight of Wands. That's why I like these cards. They make you think. The Knight of Wands upright is somebody full of fire. Wants to do everything right now. We're going to do this right now. In reverse, this is somebody basically out of control. This is somebody on fire. And not in a good way. Okay, so we have a heavy burden. We have working, making money. I wonder what kind of business they were in. If they were in a business, did they work? What kind of work did they do? I don't believe I've ever read that online. The heavy burden kind of worries me. And the High Priestess is secrets. It can be your inner self. It can mean intuition. It can mean going within. It could mean getting your own answers, not relying on anyone else. We need some more cards. Right now I'm getting, just from these cards, I'm getting work related. I don't know what he did for a living. I have looked online, but I didn't see a lot. I try not to look at too much because I don't want to be swayed. But they were going to Hawaii, so obviously they had money for that. They had a cat sitter. I did see a partial picture of their home. It was a nice little home. Looked rural, but I'm not really sure. All right, cards. Cards are being stubborn today. All right, you guys. Let's get in line here. We need answers. What happened to these people? Why were they murdered like that? And it was a vicious murder. Some people are trying to draw a parallel between the murders in Idaho, the Idaho 4, and these people. It was August, so it was about, what, 6 months before. 4 hours away, give or take. As far as anyone knows, there wasn't a motive. We need more cards. All right. Pull a few more cards. Right now I'm getting heavy burden. I'm getting money, working. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is someone who's under attack. This is someone that's being possibly slandered, or someone is doing something hateful toward them. Defending yourself. It can mean ego too. In reverse, it's It's not being able to defend yourself against something. Almost like giving up. These cards are confusing to me. They're like two different situations going on here. I think we're getting the person that murdered them and the Juettens. All right, then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is money. He has everything, the King of Pentacles. This is a good king. He cares about his people. He cares about children and animals. It's about money and health. This is a really positive card. The High Priestess is a positive card. And then we have Temperance. The Temperance card is about balancing things. These are such funny cards, but they really make me think. All right, balancing, trying to balance two things. Were the Juettens balancing things, trying to make things work, blending things? I get money. I get a heavy burden. Then we have the Tower card. Tower card is an unforeseen happening, some kind of a disaster, something you never saw coming. Those murderers certainly were like that. And it's in reverse. It usually means trying to recover from a terrible situation. I wish I knew more about them, about their financial situation, their life. I'm getting, just so far, I'm getting money, something about money and work. A boss maybe, or being someone's boss. Balancing, trying to balance things. Something drastic happened. We know the murders were drastic, and trying to recover, which this could be his wife. She had terrible injuries. And it's going to be a long time for her to recuperate and get well if she ever does fully recover. This could be her. Then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords, here we go again. The Knight of Swords is a vicious person in reverse. This is somebody that's online, bad things, says bad things about people, hateful things. What I'm getting so far is money, a burden, balancing things, online presence, trying to balance things. But I see working. I wonder if they had someone that worked for them, or if they worked for someone. I don't really know what they did. Definitely money involved, heavy burden. Lots of reversals. This is somebody fighting back. It could be online. I get online. I'm getting that from the swords. Something about money. I don't see Brian Kohberger in this, but let's ask. So far, this is a different feeling. This is money, almost a business type thing, online. It happened suddenly, we know that, but this could refer to something else that caused this person to go off the deep end and murder them. I really don't know anything about these people, but I do see heavy burden, I see money, I see balancing. Oh, they're going to go to Hawaii, so they had to have funds. I mean, you don't go to Hawaii if you're in deep trouble. Oh, maybe you do, I don't know. Brian Kohberger. Did he do this? Did he go online and see them and decide to do them in like he did the Idaho 4 students? I'm getting different feeling than from him, the readings for him. I'm getting somebody, money, work, It was a crime of passion. So was Brian's. The crime he did, if he's guilty. All right. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a self-made woman. This is a woman that's very powerful, happy, lives alone. In reverse, it's someone who's not working hard for anything they have. We've got two working cards, two pentacles, three pentacles. This has something to do with money. Not getting what you think you deserve. And I don't believe it was a woman that did the murders, but then we have the Two of Wands. All right, the Two of Wands is about making a choice, trying to make a choice. We have the Temperance card too. Balancing. Something was out of balance. Was it just somebody that had major mental issues? Two of Wands. Wands are fire. Wands are making a choice, not being able to make a choice. I'm getting a woman, but I don't believe a woman did that. I believe the person that was supposed to be their cat sitter saw the person. I'm not sure. She saw him, the wife, the surviving wife saw him. The Lovers. The Lovers card. This is also a choice card. We're getting choices between two things. And it's in reverse. Making bad choices. Huh. There were some bad choices made. Got the Knight of Swords. I'm not sure if this is talking about Travis and his wife, or if it's talking about the person that attacked them. I definitely see money. I see out of balance. You know, this could have just been somebody that, I don't see drugs so much as I do see, this could have just been somebody that saw their online posting about going on vacation and got the days wrong. Could they be that out of it? It could be that. It could be somebody that saw their online posting about their vacation and thought they were already gone. I'm not getting real definitive answers here like I usually get with these types of murders. A few more cards, and then Brian Kohberger, was he involved in this? I'm not getting the cards that I get with him. I'm not getting the insanity, the hate. I'm seeing really bad choices. I'm seeing trying to balance things. I'm seeing money. I'm seeing heavy burden. Whoever did this, I think, might have known them or had a business dealing with them. Drugs. Wow, this is a tough reading. I'm just going to pull a few more cards. I don't see Brian. I don't see the crazy emotions that I get with the readings for him. A few more cards, and then we'll just see what we have here. All right. Who was involved? Who did this? The King of Cups. King of Cups. There he is with a bag. I'm getting a bag. I've got a bag. A bag of what? Drugs? I don't see Brian in this. King of Cups. Love. The King of Cups is a really good person. Upside down, it's an emotional manipulator. Somebody who uses emotions. It could even be drugs with that kit there. That bag. Knight of Pentacles, a slow-moving knight. Slow money. The Knight of Pentacles is just a slow-moving knight. Gets the job done, but we have money again. Then we have the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Wow. Upside down. Upright, the King of Swords is a good person. He can be a businessman. He can be a leader. Lots of ideas. Online presence. No emotions to speak of. Not an emotional, loving type person. In reverse, this is a really difficult person. This can be someone online. Not a crazy person, but just a really, I want to say, evil person. I'm not getting a lot of definitive answers in this. I'm getting a lot of money, trying to balance things. Online, I'm getting online a lot. It's odd. It's not kind of what I was thinking I would get. I think I'm going to close the circle. I'd like to know what you think. I don't see Brian Kohberger in this at all. I don't get that energy at all. I see someone else, possibly on drugs, possibly with a big beef against them. I'm getting a big beef. Online or business related. Somebody that wanted things made right in his own mind. That's all I'm getting. I may do another reading on this later. So I'm going to close the circle now. I want to thank you for subscribing, liking, watching, and sharing. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd like to see more readings. If you have any kind comments to make, I'd like to hear them. And please watch Afterlife Adventures with Amanda. She's just amazing. We'll see you next time. Bye.